The air is thick with salt and the stench of decay. Jamaica Bay, 2024. A place once teeming with life now echoes with the silence of unanswered questions. 8 bodies, found scattered along the desolate edges of the bay like forgotten driftwood, each telling a different story, each a piece of a puzzle that refuses to be solved. The once familiar waters of the bay now hold a chilling secret, a secret that has cast a long shadow over the community. Fear, like a virus, spreads through the streets, infecting every heart, every home. The discovery of the first body sent ripples of unease through the community. A sense of foreboding settled over Jamaica Bay, a premonition of something sinister lurking beneath the surface. But as the body count rose, so did the chilling realization. This was no coincidence. The authorities are baffled. The community is terrified. The mystery of the Jamaica Bay bodies has only just begun. Each victim, a story left unfinished. Each discovery, a chilling reminder of the darkness that has descended upon Jamaica Bay. The whispers started subtly. Rumors of a body found near Cross Bay Boulevard, then another, washed ashore near the marshes. The causes of death, a gruesome tapestry of violence, blunt force trauma, strangulation, drowning. Some bore the marks of a swift and brutal end, while others seemed to have succumbed to a quieter, more insidious fate. The whispers grew louder, evolving from hushed tones of concern to frantic cries for answers. The police presence in the area intensified, casting a watchful but ultimately helpless eye over the vast expanse of the bay. Divers scoured the murky depths, their movements slow and deliberate, as if searching for something more than just bodies. The once vibrant ecosystem of Jamaica Bay seemed to hold its breath, the air heavy with the weight of so many unanswered questions. The whispers continued, carried on the wind, a constant reminder that death had come to Jamaica Bay and showed no signs of leaving. Ross McDonnell, Emmy-winning cinematographer, a man who captured the world through his lens, only to have his own story end in darkness. His headless torso, discovered on October 12th, painted a picture of unspeakable brutality. What dark secret had he stumbled upon? What had cost him his life? And why had his killer gone to such lengths to conceal his identity? Then there was Marco Ramirez, found lifeless on the shoreline on a sweltering July day. His case, shrouded in mystery, the details scarce and unsettling. The cause of death, a chilling question mark. 2 men, seemingly unconnected, yet bound together by the tragic circumstances of their deaths. Their stories, merely threads in a larger tapestry of despair, woven together by the unforgiving hands of fate. But their lives, like those of the other victims, mattered. The fight for justice, for answers, had just begun. Each body that surfaced from the murky depths of the bay brought with it a fresh wave of terror. The authorities, despite their best efforts, seemed to be always a step behind, reacting to the horror instead of preventing it. Was this the work of a single depraved mind, a predator stalking the shadows of Jamaica Bay? Or was there a more sinister force at play, a web of violence so complex and far-reaching that it defied explanation? The lack of a clear pattern only fueled the speculation. Theories, like wildfire, raced through the community. Some whispered of gang violence, of scores settled and debts paid in blood. Others spoke of a serial killer, driven by a darkness so profound that it defied comprehension. The truth, elusive and terrifying, remained hidden somewhere in the murky depths of Jamaica Bay. The victims, each a silent scream echoing through the community. Their stories, tragically unfinished, served as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the darkness that can lurk in the shadows. Section 5. Shadows and Silence. The investigation. The investigation into the Jamaica Bay deaths was like navigating a labyrinth in the dark, each turn leading to a new dead end. The NYPD, working tirelessly alongside federal agencies, found themselves drowning in a sea of unanswered questions. Every piece of evidence seemed to raise more questions than it answered. Surveillance footage, grainy and inconclusive, offered only fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures and suspicious vehicles. Forensic analysis, while meticulous and thorough, yielded no DNA matches, no fingerprints, no smoking gun. The deeper they delved into the case, the more complex and tangled it became. The pressure mounted with each passing day. The media, hungry for a story, descended upon Jamaica Bay, their relentless pursuit of answers often hindering the very investigation they sought to illuminate. The community, their patience wearing thin, demanded results, their fear palpable in the air. The investigation continued, a beacon of hope flickering in the darkness, fueled by the unwavering dedication of those determined to bring the perpetrator or perpetrators to justice. Section 6. Echoes of Violence, Threads of a Mystery. The lack of a clear motive, of a single profile linking the victims, only deepened the mystery. Were these random acts of violence a terrifying reflection of a society teetering on the brink of chaos? Or were these carefully orchestrated executions, each death serving a specific, albeit unknown, purpose? The investigators, haunted by the faces of the victims, explored every possible avenue. Gang-related activity, a constant plague in the city's underbelly, was considered. Could these deaths be the result of a turf war, a brutal power struggle spilling onto the shores of Jamaica Bay? The possibility of accidental deaths, however unlikely, was also examined. Could some of these souls have met their end through misadventure, their deaths later staged to mislead the authorities? The theories were as numerous as they were unsettling, each one a testament to the depths of human depravity. Yet the answer, the missing piece of the puzzle, remained elusive, taunting the investigators with its absence. Section 7. Whispers in the Dark, the Weight of Fear. Fear. It was a palpable presence in Jamaica Bay, a suffocating blanket that settled over the community, smothering the laughter and silencing the music. Parents, once content to let their children roam free, now kept them close, their eyes constantly scanning for threats, both real and imagined. The elderly, once pillars of the community, retreated indoors, their wisdom and experience overshadowed by a primal fear of the unknown. The whispers in the dark had taken root, weaving tales of monsters and mayhem, of a darkness that consumed all who dared to venture out alone. The once bustling streets of Jamaica Bay were now eerily quiet, the silence broken only by the wail of sirens and the hushed conversations of those brave enough to speak their fears aloud. The community, once vibrant and alive, was now holding its breath, waiting, watching, praying for the day when the darkness would recede and the sun would finally break through the clouds of fear. Section 8. A Community Haunted, the Jamaica Bay 8. They were not just names on a police report, not just statistics in a city accustomed to violence. They were fathers, mothers, sons, daughters. Their stories, tragically cut short, resonated throughout the community, leaving an unfillable void in the lives of those who knew and loved them. Candlelight vigils, flickering flames of hope in the encroaching darkness, became a regular occurrence. The faces of the victims, young and old, stared out from posters plastered on walls and telephone poles, a constant reminder of the lives lost and the questions that remained unanswered. The community, though fractured by fear, found strength in their shared grief. They organized neighborhood watch groups, their eyes and ears vigilant, determined to reclaim their streets from the shadows. They demanded answers from their elected officials, their voices unified in their plea for justice. The Jamaica Bay 8 may be gone, but their memory lived on, a haunting reminder of the vulnerability of life and the enduring power of community. Section 9. The unanswered questions linger. As 2024 draws to a close, the mystery of the Jamaica Bay bodies remains unsolved. The investigation, though ongoing, seems no closer to uncovering the truth. The questions linger, heavy in the air, a constant reminder of the violence that has stained the community. Will the families of the victims ever find closure, their grief eased by the knowledge that justice has been served? Will the residents of Jamaica Bay ever truly feel safe again, their streets free from the specter of fear that has haunted them for so long? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the Jamaica Bay Eight and the unanswered questions surrounding their deaths will forever be etched in the annals of the city's history, a chilling reminder that even in the heart of a bustling metropolis, darkness can lurk around every corner. The investigation continues. The hope for answers, for justice, endures. But for now, the mystery of the Jamaica Bay bodies remains, a chilling testament to the fragility of life and the enduring power of the unknown.